guys, Higgy Pop here. Woo! Thanks for joining me, man. Last minute thing, I'm like, I gotta do a video before Halloween. Here it is. Guys, thanks for joining me, man. I did a whole new redesign of the Hawk's Nest, all right? I put a whole display wall up of this tack board down the whole length of this wall. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. It starts over here. It's just random books, no rhyme or reason, but I got them up, right? And I come all the way down. I've got some posters up, right? Some posters. I got a Higgy Pop t-shirt with the Shadow War Hawkman on it. And then this back wall right here, I hung some posters, all right? And things are coming along, man. It was time for a little shake up around here. And the rest is normal. Whoa. Guys, thanks for joining me, man. Halloween's tomorrow. What are you kidding me? Oh! Hey, yo. Trick or treat, you know what I'm saying? Guys, let's look at some books. I did not get to my LCS, my local clam shack, but I did go to Harvey's. I am so wild about Harvey. And we're going to play a little game today. Play along at home. And at the end, I will tell you, today, we are playing the unknown comic again. I'm going to give you some hints. And by the end of the video, I will give you the answer of there is a comic book underneath here. I will show you at the end of the show. All right? So, first clue. It is the first appearance of a DC villain in 1980. Think, mull it over. And let me tell you something about Superman comics in particular. Lead Paint. That book is still back there, pal. I can't stop thinking of it. Poor Superman. I think it was a featured Christopher Reeves. Guys, who is your favorite Superman? Henry Cavill? The Barber of Cavill? Or Christopher Reeves? Me? I'm a Christopher Reeves guy, you know? Guys, classic. So, that movie blew my mind as a kid. That's the first thing I saw on a color TV was Superman, the movie. Fantastic. Blew my mind. You guys thinking? The other night, it was, for the second time around, the Northern Lights came through here in Connecticut, right? It was a little late. I had to get out there after 10 o'clock, and I stared at them. And I was hoping to get some superpowers, but all that happened was this. I was like, I was like Arnold from Total Recall. When his helmet broke on Mars, he goes, yeah, so I'm going to show you some great horror magazines today. All right? I got these at Harvey's. I'm so wild about Harvey. And, but I got to tell you, upcoming for DC Comics, I read this Connect magazine. There's a lot of fun things coming up down the pike. Challenges of the Unknown with the Sea Devils. Are you kidding me? Fantastic. Yeah. And even Warlord makes an appearance in the Flash series coming up. This is all in like, I don't know. In January 1st, the first week of January. And JLA, JSA, the New Gods. I mean, it's going to be great. Jeff Lemire is going to be writing the JSA. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming down, man. I'm psyched. I'm pumped. I'm fired up. DC for me, man. And let me tell you, this is from last week's poll, the DC horror. This was graphic. I had to stop and ask my mommy if I could continue reading. I was like, Ma? But, yeah. I don't know, guys. Tomorrow's Halloween. There's a lot of baseball. A lot of guys are into baseball. What's going on with baseball? I don't follow baseball, but I get it, you know. And when I was growing up as a kid, there was, baseball was huge. And my neighbor across the street, his fellow paisans, you know, I'm not a paisan, but I relate. And he had an uncle, Giovanni. We call him Uncle G. Oh! He's like, K-Cats! He's like, get in the Lincoln, right? And he took me my first baseball game, you know. Hey, this is Yankee Stadium. Don't look people in the eye. Yo, stick with me, right? I mean, this guy, he had the Italian Rolex, you know, the ankle bracelet, you know, but he was cool. But this is a graphic book. And he couldn't see too well. He had these thick glasses that looked like ashtrays on his face. He was crazy. And he was very round and chubby. The back of his neck looked like a package of hot dogs. Uncle G. So there's two stories in here, and they were. So there's Doll Man, right? Not Doll Man. Who was it called? I don't know. This girl, her boyfriend, comes into the apartment, opens the door to the apartment at the skyscraper, and he jumped out of the top floor and killed himself. So you think it's like a big accident. And she's crying. She's following him in the ambulance. But then she kills the ambulance drivers, this girl. She kills the ambulance drivers and takes the body. And she goes to see her dad, who is the puppet maker or something? The doll maker. Oh, she's got some sort of crazy mask on right now, right? And then the father's like, how long has he been dead? The doll maker. She's like, about an hour. All right, we only got 35 minutes to work. Let's go. So they're like doing all sorts of stuff. They're exchanging his organs with other people's organs, and then she hooks him up to the juice, she's back at her apartment, and she turns flicks the switch, and he juices up, and when he comes back to life, he's like, oh no, I'm still here with you. Oh, so he tried to kill himself on purpose. He was captive by her. And then when he's in there, you see everyone else in her apartment, all these other guys that are chained up in the back room. That girl's crazy. That girl is poison. It reminds me of my fourth girlfriend. She had one arm and an eye patch. Whew. Nice girl, but a little violent. And the second story is a Wonder Woman story. They're at the mascara, and there's a zombie, Hera. That's Wonder Woman's mother. She comes out of the grave, and she starts killing people, ripping people's heads off. And these women are not too wonderful with their heads ripped off. I'll tell you that. So, but they lock her back in a tomb, and that's it, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, what is a mummy's favorite underwear? Come on! Fruit of the Tomb. Oh! Plenty more where that came from. And so, actually, I did get over the second alarm. I was like this. This is how it went. I was like, where is it? I said, I had 5 seconds, and I whipped it in like Dukes of Hazzard. And I go in the second alarm. And they're like, I was like, guys, I only have a couple seconds. So I go in there, and this is what I get. I knew it would hit my eye, and it did. Daredevil, the man without fear and sight, issue number 31. Check it out, man. Stan Lee and Gene Colan. Yeah, that's right, Gene Colan. And whoever did the inks, which it usually is Gene Colan's cousin, Sammy Schrinkter. But I'm going to go with that. So there's Mr. Hyde, and I'm pretty much got this whole storyline sealed up now. It's Mr. Hyde and Cobra, all right? And this is a storyline that went on for a while, Gene Colan, and it was great. It was great. And it's great. I mean, this guy's blind. He doesn't care. He's doing this whole tightrope thing in here. Great art. This came out in August of 1967. I always get this dilemma. I'm like, do you want to be blind or deaf? If you had to choose between the two of them, I said, I don't know, man. I said, if I'm deaf, I mean, each one is terrible. I mean, if you're blind, you can't go sightseeing. If you're deaf, you can't read, have books on tape. No way, man. And my new thing is, I'm a big fan of the Osmonds. Remember the Osmonds from the 70s? Oh, I already had to call up Easy and Shannon, the bass cannon, Solid Force Band. I am hooked on the Osmonds song. It came out in like 1977. Crazy Horses. You guys got to look up this song. It's my favorite song. Crazy Horses by the Osmonds. Man, I was headbanging to the Osmonds. I tell you what. I mean, and the dance moves. He was like, Oh, guys, go on YouTube and look up the Osmonds Crazy Horses. Do yourself a favor. You're going to say, thank you, Higgy. And I'm going to say, no problem. So, here we go. This is a great run. And I'm not just talking about in my shorts. Yo. And I picked up this from Second Alarm. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. Don't worry, Superman. Ultra Olsen will save you. He's going against the Tiger Men. No, the Jaguar Men. Those are Jaguar Men. This is issue number 158. Yep. And June of 73. Look at me. Superman's. I mean, come on. Who tied up Superman? Who? And The first story is The Jaws of the Jaguar. It's Leo Dorfman, and the art is by, Kurt Schaffenberger. And the second story is Chris Schaffenberger also. That's The Kiss of Mr. Action. A kiss off for Mr. Action. And just Jimmy Olsen fun, man. Love it. Working on the Jimmy Olsen run. And let me show you what I read from last week. Action Comics. Let's see what happens. Oh, Superman is in the something zone, the Phantom Zone, and because there's people coming out of the Phantom Zone and raising heck. So Superman's like, "Ooh, I'm going in," and he goes in. He's like, "I promise, I'll come back. I'll come back right away." He's already lying. He hooked up with Mon-El. He sees his old buddy Mon-El there, and Mon-El is on a mission. And there's a big baddie in the Phantom Zone called Ether. And he is no joke. And he's coming to Earth to raise some heck. Because there's the other guy, Zadu or something. He's Ether's underling. And he says the only way to hurt Superman, because he's awesome, is to hurt his home planet, Earth. So Ether's like, let's go to Earth. He goes, one-way ticket to Earth, please. So that's their plan. I love it. It's going great. And there's a second half of the book is Supergirl. Just don't care. Just not interested. It happens. And then Superman All In. Issue number 19. I Will Kick You in the Spleen. And there's Superwoman. That is, Lois. And this is great. Doomsday was supposedly in hell. That's where they left him last time. But all of a sudden, ba-ba, he's there in Metropolis, and he's raising hell. And, highway to hell! And so Superwoman's there, and Superman, and they're fighting him. And it turns out it's not really, it's not Doomsday. It's the Time Trapper. His old enemy, Time Trapper, from the Legion of Superheroes, is Doomsday. What? I know. What? So, actually, it's very good. I enjoy it. So, back in my day, trick-or-treaters. I don't get any trick-or-treaters here, man, at the Hawk's Nest. Everyone's a geriatric around here. Like I said, back in my day, there was kids everywhere. In my neighborhood, you're up to your eyeballs and kids. You're like, get off my lawn! But it is what it is. But it's good. It's good times. So, let me show you some magazines I got. I'm not one of those guys that's going to be like, you know what? Kids these days, back in my day. You guys are great. You guys are the best. And it's just like fire. You say fire a lot. Hey, that's fire. That kind of bothers me a little bit. But nothing's changed. I'll tell you what's changed. Maps. You kids you don't know what a map is. You don't have to. You got Google. Check this out. Hey, swag. Another one, baby. The Three Stooges. Golden Key. Hey, Chowderhead. I keep trying to think, but nothing happens. Hey, Mo. I peed on my shoe again. So, I was happy to get this. I just got home. I had no time to crack these. I don't know what issue this is. I don't even have my glasses. Here we go. I found my glasses. Yeah, maps. You guys. To get my job I had now, we're going back 28 years. You had to pass a test with pen and paper. And half of it was reading maps. I aced it. I'm a Boy Scout from back in the day. And so, let me explain it to the younger generation here. No Google Maps or nothing. No cell phones. If you were going somewhere and you needed directions, you'd call them up on the phone. You say, I'm here and you're where I want to be. I'm going to write down directions. And he tells you directions. You go to the Red Barn. You go past the Red Barn. I'm the house over here. And then you write it down. And then, before you leave, you forget the piece of paper on your kitchen table and you drive there. And then what you do is you drive as far as you remember him telling you. Then you pull over to a gas station. You get a payphone. Put a quarter or a dime in it. Depends on what era we're in. And say, I made it to this gas station. Now where do I go to get to your house? And he tells you. Whew. That's what we had to do. But besides that, we're all the same, guys. We're all the same. Three Stooges. And, I had to get it. Man from Uncle. Golden Key. Look at the hairdo on him. This guy looks like a hard-boiled egg. Look at his head. Oh, I got the gun. Where's the gun? The Man from Uncle gun? Come on, Higgy has it all. Woo! Man from Uncle. Yes. Okay. Now let's do a little research. Golden Key, United Network Command for Law and Enforcement. Uncle. All right. This is issue number 12, May of 67. Look at that. Look at that. The Man from Uncle. He's karate chopping a car off a cliff. I've done that. I was like, this guy's tailgating. I was like, I said, like, keep pace with this car. I'm going to kick him off a cliff. Look at this guy. Oh, yeah. He's a bad dude. Bad dude. He's got a package of hot dogs on the back of his neck. Oh, yeah, man. Kaboom! And they never tell you, they never give credit to the artist or anyone in here. Nope. I'm not seeing nothing. Nothing. But I'm going to read these tonight if I get a chance. And Jet Dream, the Powder Puff Derby Caper. All right, that's the second story. So, Man from Uncle, Golden Key, baby. Boom. Very happy. And then, guys, wait till you see this. All right, now this may be a little racy at this point because things change for this guy I'm about to show you. I Spy! And yes, that is Bill Cosby. Listen, do not accept, hold on to your drinks, all right? Everyone hold on to your drinks. And, yeah, I Spy. I think this is issue number 3. Order to Kelly, kill a friend. Order to Scotty, pull the trigger. This is 1967. And this is issue number 3. Wow. Look at this. Look at this, man. Boom. Bill Cosby was in I Spy. Let me show you the back cover. This is a pinup of Bill Cosby. He's not wearing a sweater. My wife, Camille. Dad is great. He give us the chocolate cake. This is good art, man. I find this awesome. I wish they would tell me. Nope. No one's taking credit. Let me show you some more of the inside. There's Bill Cosby. Awesome. This is, before he's hanging around in the junkyard with the Fat Albert gang and all that. Oh, this is classic from the 70s. This is the best move. Everyone gets karate chopped in the back of the neck. They're like, hey-ya! And they're like, oh, and they're out for like an hour. You could rummage through their place, and they wake up with their pants on backwards, and they didn't know what happened. It's better than the Vulcan pinch. Yep, they're in Venice. There's the gondola. That's a word. You could use it. Gondola. You know, you do the syllables, gondola. I'm sorry. I'm used to talking to Sonia. I'm sorry. You guys are smart. You got it. All right. So, I Spy. And then, more of the Three Stooges. Woo-wee! In the Wild West. You old owl hoot. I shot him, Mo. Look at that. Let's see. Where's me glasses? Look at Mo. He's like, holy man. It's crazy. It's zany. It's the Three Stooges in a wild, 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 wild Western. This is issue number 22 from 1965. Look at that. Guys, I'm going to get into some spooky books. All right, The Unknown Comic. The Unknown Comic. It is done by Marv Wolfman, all right, and George Perez, all right. George Perez does the cover art. Tatiana Wood also assists on the cover with, who is it? Gaspar Saladino! But George Perez does all the art, and Marv Wolfman is the writer for this. It came out in 1980, the first appearance of a villain, all right? Think, The Unknown Comic. And the winner gets a date with Bill Cosby. Yikes. So, Three Stooges. And there's always, in the Three Stooges book, there's a page with jokes. There is a page with jokes, but we don't need that. Why do ghosts go on diets? They want to keep their ghoulish figure. All right, let's get to some magazines that are spooky. Here is Creepy, issue number 60 from the day I was born, February of 74. Oh, yeah. February of 74, man. I was born on February 11th. Oh, look at the back cover. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Shrek. Worms in the Mind. The Spirit. And Vampirilla. Running Red. That's a cool cover, man. Look at that. He's got the T-Rex arms. He's like, ah, 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 ah. He's like, I got to scratch. I can't. Oh, yeah, that's how you draw a gorilla. So, there is some color art in here. The Exorcist. Oh, yeah, man, right off the hop. And the first story the art is by Adolfo Abelin, The Slaughterhouse. Nice. And we have, look at that art, man. Look at that. Isn't that great? I'm a vampire. Now that guy was popping the collar. I mean, come on, man. Yeah. What is the vampire's, what's his favorite fruit? Nectarines. Woo! Oh, my Lord. What's a vampire's favorite ice cream flavor? It is vanilla. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, he's got him. He's got him. He yoked him up. He's going to choke slam the two of them. Awesome. Okay, here's the color one. The art is by Rich Corbin. And the story's by Steve Skeets. It's called The Hero Within. Check it out. The colors are popping. The Hero Within. Corbin art. That's a creepy kid. He's going to have to stay in the basement. Here, Johnny. He'd slide a plate of food underneath the door. Here you go, son. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's an eyeball. Look at this, man. Come on. These magazines are great. Right? Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like, easy, boy, easy. This is how they rock their kids to bed. Here, use my rock. Kids were tough back then. Tough. And, I mean, imagine being a caveman. You always have to fight. That's why we do the things we do as years and eons go on. We have our behaviorals. We have behaviors. Like, whenever two guys are gonna fight, it's like they're looking over a fence. So like, huh, right? It's like that just comes. It's like, and then if you're scared, you're like this. It's like you're holding a pencil between your butt cheeks. It all comes from when we were cavemen. When we saw a saber-toothed tiger, you were holding a pencil between your butt cheeks. I gotta explain everything to you guys. Now, guys, I know nothing. What I'm gonna show you, I know nothing about. I just got home with these. This magazine, I think, is from England. Maybe, oh, wow. Oh, is it? Oh, this may be the wrong one. Hold on. Maybe Gray Man can tell me. This magazine is, where's my glasses? It's called Shriek. All right? The Monsters Horror Magazine, October. All right. My Life of Terror, an interview with Boris Karloff, Devils of Darkness, Dr. Terror's House of Horror, Vincent Price, and More Gods of the Deep. All right. Shriek Magazine. Here's the opening page. And it's not telling me anything. House of It at the End of the World. This guy, he's like, hey, you got a match? Yeah. Dude, your face is on fire. That's how they shaved back in the day. They didn't have a razor like mine. My razor, I call it Excalibur. But they used the flame technique. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I just go light the grill outside, and I mean, eyebrows and everything's off my face. I look like Chris Christopherson, no eyebrows. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, argh! That's what I look like when I light the grill. The House at the End of the World. So this looks cool, man. It looks like they're on the set of the horror movie. Look at this dude. Hey, how are you? I gotta show you some good pictures here. There's a guy picking his nose. Nice. Shriek! Ah! So Shriek Magazine. It's not telling me anything. Shriek concludes exclusive interview with Vincent Price. Vincent Price. Look at this guy, the Nightwalker. That reminds me of my brother Brian. He sleeps with his eyes open. I'm like, dude, your eyes are going to get dry. Are you looking at me? I'm like, hon, it's time to get up. Breakfast is ready. So, Shriek Magazine. Boom. And this is by Stan Lee. What ghouls we mortals be, monsters to laugh with. This is number 3 from 1965. Is this where they teach method acting? Hey, Boltneck, how you doing? Man, look at the brow on him. Wow. Yo, you could play bocce on top of his head. That's flat. So this is by Stan Lee. I have 3 of these magazines. This is issue number 3, and what it is it's got all the photos from old monster movies, right? And they put in captions, word bubbles. It only hurts when I laugh. You know, this is typical Stan Lee. Still think I was a nut to save trading stamps? I mean, come on, man. Stan, take it easy, will you? I mean, Stan's got the best costume going. I mean, that toupee looked like a roadkill. Shame on you, big boys. Don't suck their thumbs. Shame on you, big boys don't suck their thumbs. All right? You see what I'm getting at? But this is cool. If I heard another Beatle record, I'll scream. All right? I mean... So this is what this book's all about. She got her hands caught in the microwave, which happens. It happens. Look at this guy. Whoops. Hello. You're saying, where's the John? I was just about to say that. And this guy here, he's going to... Let's see. I bet you it has something to do with steak. Let's see. Us Terryton smokers would rather fight than switch. I don't know. This is Stan Lee humor. I mean... Oh, we got a centerfold. Stop! You're splitting in infinitive. You may not watch Shock Theater till you finish your homework. I thought my jokes were bad. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at the brain on Brad. And he's got a yeah, my God. Oh, boy. Awesome. Awesome. So, Monsters to Laugh With, issue number 3. There's the back. It says, do you sell monsters to laugh with? All right, Stan. Here is Monsters to Laugh With, Unlimited, issue number 5. Oh, it's not me, Doc. I came to see you about my brother. All right, Stan. By Stan Lee. And here's the back cover. Frankenstein. His date had a little bit too much to drink. Yeah. Yeah, so we used to go to the Yankee. That's my first Yankee game I ever went to with Uncle G. And, you know, everyone at a baseball game, they always sing, take me out to the ball game. How come they sing that when they're already at the ball game? And the Yankee Stadium, it was all tight, you know. You're just sitting there like, how come when you sit down, it's called a lap? And then when you stand up, it's called thighs? I don't get it. And I have Monsters Unlimited, issue number 7. I bet you easy. You know what? Rob Brown, Robert Brown. He's the baddest man. These are going to Rob. They got it. That's all I ask. Just one copy of Monsters Unlimited. He's like, oh! Who took the key to the washroom? Frankie. Wow, look at this. That's great. Me, Tarzan. She, Jane. That's a pterodactyl. A pterodactyl. Yeah, I'm Uncle Ben. How much converted rice do you want? I mean, endless. Look at this guy. Dinner is served. You mustn't love me for my looks alone. Okay, pal. Wow. Whoa. I mean, I get it. I mean, sometimes, you know, if I don't groom after a while, I get a little ugly too. I tell you, I need a new toothbrush. My toothbrush, it looks like someone lit an M80 off on the end of it. Thing's all flattened out. All right. And I got this at Harvey's. Doc Savage Golden Key. This is issue number 1. And I don't think I have any Gold Key Doc Savage. So I was psyched to have this. Check it out, man. Perilous Adventure. Look at the art in there, man. Look at the widow's peak he's got. I mean, look at that thing. Wow. It looks like Black Adam, for crying out loud. The Man of Bronze. Hey, how are you? He looks like a saddlebag with eyes. They draw him a little rough looking, man. A little rough. Like it. He looks like a seat from a Buick. See, he looks a little weathered. Looks like Clint Eastwood. I like it. All right. Now, let me just show you. Here's Movie Monsters, issue number 1. This is going off to Rob Brown eventually, if I get my act together. I have an eye. And let's see what else we got. I'm going to try and show you mostly Charlton horror books. Here is Grimm's Ghost Stories by, this is a Whitman variant. All right. Here's Ghostly Tales, issue number 168. You'll never be the same after you learn the secret of the sacred cave. And let's see, what else can I... This, the Unknown comic, also is... It is the first appearance of the villain group called the Hive. And also, it's the first appearance of another villain called Ravager. And Ravager also dies in this same very issue. Think. A first appearance of a villain. Tales from the Crypt. This is Gladstone Comics, I believe, or EC Comics, featuring the Crypt Keeper. And Boris Karloff. This is 1973. Look at me. This was a great story. This kid on a farm made friends with this bog monster. They're pals. And Ripley's Believe It or Not. I forgot. This was fun. I read this one. Believe it or not, True Ghost Stories. Spooky. These are I put these in here because they're just awesome. These are Marvel Previews presents Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of Hell. Great story. And yeah, April 75. Doug Mensch was the writer and all that, and did everything in there. Val Mayer. And this is that was issue number 5. This is issue number 6. The climax of The Curse of the Hellhound. This was a great mystery horror with Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I wanted to show you. Just a good Kirby vampire. Jimmy Olsen. This is issue number 142. Yes. Jack Kirby and Neil Adams. Got the Newsboy Legion with Jimmy Olsen in there. Look at that. Come on. And let's see. Ghostly Tales, issue number 149. All right. This is a reprint from the 70s. And let's see. Haunted, issue number 3, Charlton Comics. All right. This is Steve Ditko on the cover. I try to grab as many Ditko covers as I can from Charlton. Awesome. This is January of 72. And Byron Werewolf's Haunted Library, issue number 57. And Byron's Werewolf Haunted Library, issue number 56. And Ghostly Tales, Charlton Comics, issue number 120. And there's a surprise. On the back, I drew Hawkman coming down for the kill. He's going to crush his head. I crush your head. I'm crushing your head. Ghostly Tales from the Haunted House, issue number 82. The Engagement Party. That's not nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, so Uncle G, he was one of those guys that abused the English language too. He's like, hey, can you pass me that spatula? He was referring to a spatula. And as a young kid, I was like, what did he say? Give him the spatula. He said spatula. Yeah, give me the spatula. I said, spatula? Yeah, spatula. I said, say tarantula. Tarantula. I said, oh, I get it. It's making sense now. He's like, watching the baseball game. That guy made an error. He made an error or an error? An error. I said, oh. Beyond the Grave, all new, issue number 2. Boom. He's out. He's like, I'm coming out. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery. Alden McWilliams is the artist, February of 78. Jack Sparling does the art inside this. It's loaded with stories, this Karloff. There's like 6 stories in there. Grimm's Ghost Stories, Whitman variant. All right. Issue number 25. This came out in 1975. The Twilight Zone. Whitman variant. Jose Delbo. What's the matter? I hit my Delbo. I got tennis Delbo. Spine Tingling Tales, Dr. Spectre. And this is a very recent Harris Comics, Creepy. This is like 1991, I think. This came out in 91. Joe Duffy on the cover. The art inside is by Gene Colan. I read this a couple months ago. This was a good book. Tim Sutton does some art in here. Good stuff. And ACG Comics. Gasp! 1967. All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's a vengeful spirit. Yes, it is. Trappiani does the art in here. There you go, baby. Bear and Werewolves Haunted Library. This is one of my faves. What a great story this was. Joe Gill was the writer. Mike Zeck. Tom Sutton on the cover. Look at that. I got 2 copies. Tom Sutton. Ghostly Tales. Issue number 104. Chill at the Verdict. Scary Tales. This is Modern Comics reprint. And Ghostly Tales. Issue number 129 from Out of the Deep. Bill Monlow on the art. Wayne Howard does art inside too. It is April 78. And Monster Hunters. Easy was showing some of these. This is issue number 13. What a great cover, man. Steve Ditko on that cover. I love it. I love it. And Ghost Manor. Issue number 36. Charlton Comics. Great books, man. The Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves, issue number 11. This is a Ditko cover. All right, January 69. I Will Rip Out Your Spine. Yeah. You know why vampires are so bad at art and drawing? Because they only draw blood. Ghost Manor, issue number 3. Ditko cover. Yes. Why does a ghost pick his nose? Because he has boogers. Echoes of the Spirit World, Ghost Manor, issue number 6. Wow, look at that cover, man. San-Ho Kim does the art. Metarog. Looks like Nauman was doing good. I saw him on Metarog's show the other night. So this is a San-Ho Kim cover. And Ghost Manor issue number 8. Wow. San-Ho Kim cover. And Scary Tales. I was just gifted this. I believe Metarog gave me this. And Ghost of Dr. Graves, issue number 3. Who did the cover? That's what I want to know. I don't know. We had a cop directing traffic for us at work today, and I embarrassed myself a little bit. This guy had like a lisp or something. And I said, what's your name, man? Is it Wussel? So at the end, when you're done with work and you have to sign off the cop's ticket so he gets paid. So I said, so I signed his name on it. I said, what's your badge number, Wussel? And I handed it to him. He goes, my name's not Wussel. I spelled W-U-S. He goes, my name is Wussel. I said, that's what I put, Wussel. He goes, no, Wussel. His name is Russell. I said, sorry, Russell. I said, what happens when he's trying to, you're under a West. Haunted, issue number 15, Charlton Comics. Jack Abel art, baby. This is November of 73. And Ghost Stories, Dell Comics. Haunted by a Ghost. And I got two more. No, that's it. One more I'll show you. Maybe a two. Dark Shadows, the night is filled with an innocent evil. Gold Key. And these are the ones I got the other day, and I read them. This is the Mike Kaluta cover. This was a great, great story. House of Secrets, issue number 101. And then the Chamber of Darkness, issue number 1. Awesome. This was great. John Romita and Marie Severin. This went through issue 1 through 8, and my buddy Damien showed issue number, I have it over here. It's issue number 4, which it was the first interpretation of Conan in the Chamber of Darkness. Awesome. Great stuff. Guys, here, you want to look at some art? See? I drew that. Yes, indeed. What else did I draw? Let's see. Let's see what's in the old sketch pad. This is a barbarian climbing a mountain. He's climbing a mountain. And this is a barbarian in action. He's running. I didn't complete it. I got, let's see. I drew Crusher Creel. Check it out. Come on now. I drew that last night. Oh, yeah, baby. And I got some other pictures here. Hold on. I drew this handsome fella. He's like, hey, how are you? Let's see here. Any other pictures? Oh, I showed you this. This was Wolverine, that short, hairy Canadian with hairy arms. And what else? I showed you that. Let's see. That drawing pad falls apart. The pages come out. Look at this. That's spooky. And let's see. This is a fighting scene. This is me at my family reunion. And I drew this. A Hawkman. That's right, man. That's what I do. Guys, thanks for joining me. Listen, the Unknown Comic. All right? Did anyone guess who the first appearance was and what comic it is? It's a Teen Titans comic, the first appearance of a major baddie. And we're going with the Unknown Comic is Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans issue number 2, featuring Deathstroke. The first appearance of Deathstroke, the Terminator, and the first appearance of the Ravager, and this is the issue also died. It's the first appearance of the evil group, the Hive. Boom! Issue number 2, the new Teen Titans. The Unknown Comic. Who won? Who knew it? Boom. Guys, please comment. Please comment. And I'm glad I got a video in. I didn't know if I was going to do one or not. Had a little bit of time, and I'm glad I got to talk to you guys. Yeah. Here, let me show you. Let me show you something. This is Roger. This is Metarod when he brushes his teeth in the morning. This is Metarod when he stubs his toe. Roger. All right, let's go. Gonna sing you a song. You guys are the best. Any new viewers? Love you. Thanks for joining me. Ron Foss is gonna love this new Aquaman series coming out. It's gonna start in January probably. Oh yeah, he's supposed to have new superpowers. Oh man. Next video, I'm going over Aquaman. Be careful when you trick or treat. Look both ways before you cross the street. You can go as Frankenstein or Conan and rip out someone's spine. Take pride in your costume like it's a piece of art. Come home safe, 'cause you got comics that read. You gotta read them and get real smart. Read your comics. They make you smart.